Hello, my name is Jimmy McFan. Hello, I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, and many other things. Today I will be reacting to, analyzing, breaking down, whatever you want to call it, R&B boy group No Guidance and their acoustic set and Lie to Me. So let me expand a little bit about what I was talking about in my last video about them. Hi guys, I don't know if y'all watching, I hope y'all will be watching. I see a lot of potential in y'all, and what am saying essentially about the music and everything is, from the looks of it right now, and it's literally just 2 songs. From the looks of it right now, it sounds like one of you guys majority writes or produces, and it's kind of like a sound that is being expanded within the group. I don't feel like it necessarily comes across as if these songs are curated specifically for y'all voices individually as well as a collective sound for the group. At least not right now. And my biggest, thing and issue in the last video that I made was like vocal arrangement. I wanted to hear more from you guys, and more arrangement and more just cohesiveness within the group. So hopefully I get a bunch of those things today. Yeah, I don't know. My biggest thing, because y'all know how I feel about like male artists and performers, they're usually very mediocre or lackluster or nonchalant. And I feel like that's fine, but it also has to be a level of like, where is the longevity? Like, where is the performance? Like for me, like, for example, like with Committed, when I heard it, I'm like, okay, this is a cool little track, but I need y'all to get down. Like I want to see a video. If the songs are gonna be like this, the performances have to be next level. You know what I mean? For me, that's how I operate. Like if I'm not getting everything that I want in a track, give it to me in a performance or a visual. It can also be the opposite. Like with Flow for me, when they first came out, I was like, they don't need to dance and stuff like that because the voices are selling it. So if they just sit in chairs, you know what I mean, then that's fine, because the voices and the intricacies in the music is what's keeping it exciting. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I operate. And this is also just, based off my opinion. So let's get right into it. First thing that we will be doing is, I like Committed. So we're going to start with Lie to Me, and then we're going to go to Committed last. So we're going to watch it all the way through, and then I'm going to start breaking down, okay? So let's start it over.
Tell me whatever you like, cause every minute that I be in it, tell me them goodies is mine. Tell me there's no other guys, I don't like being surprised. Put up whenever, tell me whatever, I wanna live in sublime. Reality for me ain't no fun, baby let me let in your love. You just being you is enough. You ain't even gotta sweet, baby you must be fantasy. You ain't gotta make me believe everything is just real to me. You know I can't deny. People say that I'm yours just 'cause I love the way you lie to me. Say I treat you better than your ex, 'cause I love the way you lie to me. Tell me nobody can take my place. Tell me that it's my blade in my face. Tell me if I cheat, they still gon' stay, and you'll never go away. Tell me when I leave, you'll be feeling lonely. Tell them other boys to be one and only. Tell them I'm the only one to make you horny. That's why you're such a freak for me. Reality for me ain't no fun. Baby, let me lie in your love. You just be you is enough. You ain't even gotta try. Baby, you must be fantasy. You ain't gotta make me believe it. It's all real to me. Just keep on saying that
Okay, that ending was so sweet. Okay,
I know this life is true.
props to E because he's playing as well as singing, a difficult thing to do. And also, because his tone is so distinct, he's doing a really good job of blending with them because his tone can easily stick out, which I mean, I caught it, but I'm listening for it. You know what I mean? But his tone can easily stick out, and he's doing a really good job of making sure that he's playing with his levels enough to blend in and stand out when he needs to, if that makes sense. No.
People say that I'm your best, just good. All the way you let me say I treat you better than your ex, cause girl, I don't know where you let me tell me you love me tonight. Tell me whatever you like, cause every minute that I be in it, tell me them goodies is mine. Tell me there's no other guys. Tell me it's a surprise. Tell me whenever, I'm gonna live in the run.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So Casey has a similar tone to where I sit. It's not forward in a point where it sounds like he's belting out all the time. It's more of a lighter spot. There's a bit of airflow coming through to make it light. It's like a sweet sounding sound. Whereas when we come here to ZK, so he has more of a closed, more nasal tone here in his voice. Reality for me, reality for me ain't no fun. Baby, let me lie in your love. You ain't even gotta try. Ooh, you see how I kept that same tone while going to somebody else's part? I messed it up, but you get the gist. Josh and Casey have similar tones to their voice. It's light and it sits like right there in the middle. Good, especially in harmonies, to sit there in the middle. ZK has like a more nasally tone to his voice and is really good at that falsetto. Like I said, E has a really dark sound to his voice, so he can really hold that bass down well.
You ain't even gotta trust me. Baby, you must be fantasy. You ain't gotta make me believe that everything is real to me. You know I can't deny.
So you see, Casey just switched from you ain't even gotta know. You see where I said his tone is similar to mine because it comes from, it's a lighter spot, so when you flip into those registers, it doesn't sound, but yeah.
Keep on saying that I'm your best, cause girl, I love the way you love me, yeah.
I didn't even realize, okay, a good way to kind of emulate E's tone and voice is what they tell you a lot, especially when you learn music and learning like singing and stuff, is like a golf ball in your mouth, and to have it all like that, to be very round and very dark and open and yada yada yada. So keep that same tone and just sing the notes. Keep on saying that I'm your best, cause girl, I love the way you love me, yeah. Make sure that you keep in that same tone even when you're switching through those upper notes. And then you just practice that and it'll help you develop a darker sound. Or don't necessarily just practice that all the way through, just like kind of emulate little pieces of the way you talk a little darker, of that nature. Listen to like the stylistic choices he's doing in that chorus. So say I treat you better than yours, cause girl, I love the way you let me in. It's like a attitude. It's very doing. He's kind of breaking air at certain points, and also like kind of giving more of a vibrato. Yeah, a little cry, and things of that nature really help with the emotion in songs and push the emotive points.
Nobody can take my place. Tell me that it's my put in my face. Tell me if I cheat, they still gonna stay in your down.
Okay, so what he's doing is kind of forcing or pushing his sound directly out in more of like a speaking nature, but also like right on the mic, kind of similar to what I was talking about with The Weeknd. What is it? Say this mind, put it in your face. Okay, yeah. And then adding a little yeah. Vibrato is yeah. So sustain, vibrato, things of that nature.
Tell me when I leave, you be feeling lonely. Tell me what it was, you want it only. Tell me I'm the only one to make you horny. That's why you're such a freak for me. Reality for me.
He has the most straight, a bit kind of similar to what ZK was doing with that like nasal as well.
Baby, let me lie in your love. You just be you is enough.
Yeah. Ooh. Hold on.
Tell me I'm the only one to make you horny. That's why you're such a freak for me. Reality for me ain't no fun. Baby, let me lie in your love. You just be you is enough. You ain't even got to hide.
You see how he's keeping that same tone up in those upper belts? You ain't even gotta try. And then he's doing all these runs that he's like keeping in his jaw, similar to Georgia, similar to Ariana. It's pretty smooth, a bunch of note changes, but really smooth.
Sweet fantasy, you gotta make me believe that it's all real to me.
Believe it. See, I would have to open up more for those notes. What he's doing is pretty close. The way he's just sliding to these like different notes, smooth.
You is enough. You even got to hide. Your sweet fantasy, you gotta make me believe that it's all real to me.
Ooh, he slid into that harmony nice. You heard that? You see what I was talking about, like his tone? It just sounds a little odd with his tone and the falsetto of the chorus. It's like sounds like one thing because of his tone instead of different like words and stuff like that. See, Casey is placing his notes more in the back here. You don't feel this good. Oh, that's wrong. Forever don't seem too Oof. That is so sweet.